Like a lot of people with diverse abilities, I have limits. I do need some extra support in getting across things that I need people to understand. You're always digging and scratching to get out of the first hole, and the first hole is usually explaining what you want, and usually people don't have the time or don't want to take the time to let me explain what I need, because I have cerebral palsy and a speech impediment. Every time I phone and talk to a potential landlord, they always seem to think I'm drunk, and then that puts up boundaries. Gotta go through all the different commands, and I find that extremely hard because I have dexterity problems, and that's where I need a lot of support, is with fine motor skills, and sometimes punching those stupid numbers are sometimes hard or impossible for me, because I go to hit the button and I have a muscle spasm and I hit the wrong button. Well, there goes the phone call completely. There's always tons of paperwork to do, and a lot of the times, if I have to fill it out, well, my printing is bad, or my printing is too big, or people don't understand it. So, it's like anybody else. If they don't understand it, they just leave it alone. Eventually, people just give up and don't get the help that they need. If it was in plain language and easier to understand, just because I have to go through a government hoop to get what I need, I should be able to read and understand what I need. And by not having it easy and understand to read, then I'm relying on other people. For the most part, the stuff is being given out to clients that don't have the education or don't have the big vocabulary. No, a lot of the times they just want to rush me through and not take the time. They keep saying, we're here to help, but you're not there to help. They would allow me to have the time to either talk with them or give me the time to be able to phone a supportive friend to come on, instead of them saying, nope, we're doing it this way. And if you don't understand, well, that's your problem. Not everybody learns in the same capacity. A lot of people with intellectual diverse abilities, or diverse abilities in general, a lot of us are visual people, and so we kind of need those visual cues, or we need the chance to talk more thoroughly about it, and to be able to have the chance to express back, okay, this is how I'm interpreting, this is my understanding. Or we also need the time to say, okay, no, this is not how it is, and then be able to have the time for the other person to explain what I'm missing. People with diverse abilities, we want to be as independent as we can, and sometimes that means we're not talking like baby talk. We're talking about just tone down the language. I'm not just talking for people with diverse abilities, but I'm also worried about the people that are learning English for the first time. Unfortunately, there probably will be a lot of jargon, but I think right now is trying to get people more aware, and a lot of the time we don't want to ask the stupid question. I know everybody says there's no stupid questions, but we always get the same response of the eyes rolling, or, how simpler can we make it? Or it frustrates people that when we ask it to be more simpler, like find the time to set aside for more or different explanations. I will always have a job because I'm always looking to make government be more accessible to people that with diverse abilities that use government the most. We would appreciate working with government to make it accessible to everyone and not just pick and choose who can access stuff. How come common sense goes away when it is needed the most?